One who made the choice to love another child as their own. One who stepped up to provide, to protect, to encourage, and to love. You may not have given me the gift of life, but you have given me the gift of you. Thank you for being the father you didn't have to be. Now, on today's topic that we have for this afternoon time, I'm going to invest at least a good 45 minutes here in the house that God has made. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. Blessed be his might, blessed be his worth, and blessed be his truth. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. But in the show for tonight, we're gonna discover, we're gonna investigate, we're gonna look at what your brothers, because I believe that this topic is worthy enough to actually discuss. And I'll be praying on my shows, and this is all I got. I've got the green light, you know what I'm saying, to go ahead and go over this topic. So for the first couple of minutes, I want to look at these dramatizations of why my brothers are saying it's no good. Then I want to hear what my brothers are saying about being stepfathers. One more, this placard right here that they wrote to the stepdad, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome. All I can suggest, if you do decide to be a stepfather, don't put your hands on them children like that. I know a lot of the people that sit up there, a lot of my brothers, they'd be like, oh, Jehoshaphat, well, if I can't beat their ass, then I don't want to be their daddy. How Jehoshaphat, if I can't beat their ass, then how they'd be able to respect me. I'm going to let you know right now, a lot of y'all going to be coming into being a stepfather with teens and young children, adolescents, that's damn near gonna be adults, so you can't really say that. But from my own experiences of my childhood, I suggest that you don't put your hands on your step. This goes for men and women. You know what I'm saying? Do not put your hands on those children. That's not your children like that. You know what I'm saying? You could say I spend money. You could say I spend time. It just feels like you just want to beat somebody. Don't hit the children. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat the children. Okay, last one of my placards, because out of all the placards that I seen, they all said basically around the same two things that these two placards are saying. Now, what does this say? Okay, a kind-hearted and loving man who chose to love another child as if they were his own. One who is selfish and goes above and beyond with his support, patience, and compassion. Someone who is always there when you need them, through thick and thin, and love unconditionally, the best role model someone could ask for. Now, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up here and say that the saying, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, some children, they'll never have a father. Some children will never have a man in the home. Some children will always have a man in the home, out the home, in the home, out the home, in and out the home. So they'll never really truly know a man. But we're going to look at it. I want to go into, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's how that person, they grew up, and that's how they felt about their stepfather. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. But like I said, for the first 10 minutes, I want to see the dramatizations, the enactments, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my AI models. Then I want to get into what my brothers are saying. I looked at both sides of the aisle. Some men are for it, some men are not. Some men protest against it, but other men, they don't see nothing wrong with it. And you got a 50-50-50 split right down in the middle when it comes to my brothers and how they feel about being a stepfather. So let's go ahead and get into this for tonight.
Taught him to ride a bike. I sat with him when he was sick. I raised him since he was 2.
I know, but his real dad is out of jail now. He wants to live with him.
His real dad didn't buy his school clothes for 10 years. I did. Doesn't that count for anything?
It counts, but blood is thicker than water. Let him go.
Taught him to...
So I guess women don't understand that a man will really grow an attachment to a child that they're raising. But I see that most fathers, stepmothers, and stepfathers, they get disregarded. They get disrespected and disregarded.
Don't you ever discipline my daughter again. You're my husband. You're not her father.
Really?
I pay her school fees, feed her, clothe her, protect her like my own. But the day I correct her, suddenly I'm not her dad?
Mom, please don't say that. He doesn't have to be my blood to be my daddy. The man who gave birth to me has never loved me the way he does.
Don't.
You see, that's why a man is not. We as men, we're not afraid to take on being a stepfather because we know it is a lot of children out there that needs the guidance, the understanding, the peace, I can't say to honor their father. I can say that they need that structure in their life. Is this why? You know what I'm saying? Is this why? Now, your brother, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying, as far as in physical contact, don't do no children like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do. But far as in a disciplinary action towards the child, oh yes. Oh yes.
Mom, I told him he's not my dad. He can't tell me what to do.
He's right. I told you before, if anything concerns Greenfield, you talk to me first. I'm his mother.
Ezenem, I wasn't trying to disrespect you. His room is filthy. I only asked him to clean it, do his laundry, and come downstairs for lunch.
I have control over him. You're only his stepfather. You're not his biological father. You cannot tell him what to do.
Mom,
And we as men, because a lot of us have already played the stepdad role. And my last situation, I thought we was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna make it, but the girl herself, she was torn between the love of me, then the love of her baby daddy. And he had like 5 kids by this chick. You know what I'm saying? 5. And you'd be like, damn, Jehosa, why you pick that girl? She got all them kids like that. If you seen this sister, you wouldn't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't. I remember the first day I seen her. You know what I'm saying? I seen her. She had like 2 of her kids. This was back when she just had 3 kids, but she had 2 of her kids and one in the baby stroller. And I would see her because I was working on Ventura and 3rd when I had ran a recycling business, and I seen her walking to the market. Ventura it's a grocery store. Ventura is a main street too. I was on Ventura and 3rd. And I would see her walking, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, this sister look fine in the mug. And then after the second time I seen her going to the grocery store, I couldn't contain myself because this sister to me, she was like a 6 or like a 7. You know what I'm saying? I see this young mother spark up a little bit of conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason why it didn't last because she was torn between me. And then she has some issues because she's so used to a man not providing. Her baby daddy never had a job, always being incarcerated, always running the streets, always doing drugs, always stealing from her, never taking his responsibilities. That's the baby daddy. So when she came across a brother like me, a man that goes to work, that's an honorable man, that's a respectable man in the community, in the neighborhood, because everybody knew me, you know what I'm saying? They was telling the girl, you need to get with him. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with him. But I finally got her, but she was torn. So she really didn't want to really commit. She was willing to meet me at least, I say 30% of the way, but we would have made it if she didn't still have love for her baby daddy. We would have made it, and I would have made her life a whole lot easy because taking on the responsibilities. As soon as I got with her, what was my responsibilities with her? I had to take care of her children. You know what I'm saying? And she had all little girls. You know what I'm saying? So that's extremely hard. I had to pick them up. You know what I'm saying? I had to take them to school in the morning. I had to take her to work in the morning. I had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to work. When I get off of work, I got to go pick her up from work. Then I got to go pick up all her children. You know what I'm saying? And I got children of my own. So to me, it was good because they was all around the same age. 4, 5, 6, 7, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Her kids and my kids, they were around the same age. So I'm like, this is a perfect blended family right here. But no, we didn't make it because she was torn. I gave that girl 100% of me. I wasn't cheating on her. I wasn't abusing her. I wasn't physically getting at her like that. And, you know, your brother, I'm hard headed. I didn't learn because even though I called off the relationship, she spent a good 6 months knocking on my door, sending me food, calling me on the phone, but I would not receive her. Okay, time goes past. That was 2008. Come 2014, I seen her again somewhere. I think she moved in the neighborhood where my grandparents was staying, and I would see her. You know what I'm saying? So, like a dummy, once more again, I approached her again, and we started it all over again. And I remember what she told me. She said, well, hold on. Is this when she lived in that apartment? You know what? I'm bad. It could have been 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I called it off 3 times. It could have been. But the only reason why I called it off is because now she's asking even more of me. She's asking even more of me. And then she gonna tell me, oh, the only time I see you is when I come over your house all late at night and you want to have sex. No, lady, you came over here to have sex. I didn't go to your house. You don't spend enough time with me. All this blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That's the only reason why I cut her off. I was like, hold up, you asking too much. Then you going to sit up over here and spend a whole month coming over my house at 1 o'clock in the morning. What am I supposed to think? Ain't I supposed to think that that's a booty call? But I was still, even though, okay, I looked at it. Okay, we started this relationship over. Okay, I messed up. I'm having sex with this chick, but I'm still giving her 100% of me. So I could have had messed up, you know what I'm saying? Because my tolerance level for bull is at a high level. You know what I'm saying? I don't like any bull. I don't take anything from a woman at all. She got an attitude. She nasty. She doing this. She doing that. I don't play with women like that. She better come correct. So it could have been on me too. It could have had.
Why is my son sitting on the floor? Why is everyone else on the couch except him?
I don't want him sitting on my couch.
Your couch?
Yes, he might stain it.
This is my home and that's my son.
I bought this couch with my own money. Your son isn't welcome on it.
That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? He paying all the bills. It's his house. She gets some money. Don't get me wrong. I hated chicks that sit up there and let's say I got a tax return or I got something, I got some money, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do good with my girl. You know what I'm saying? I got this $2,000. I'm gonna throw her 500. I just hated the fact that I took the money that I had and I put it towards the house, something that we all can enjoy. They took the money and they just spent it on themselves. That was an indication. That was a red flag that taught me about that woman. You know what I'm saying? I gave her the money. She's self-centered. She only think about herself. She spent it on herself. To me, she was supposed to do something for the family. I'm paying all the bills. I'm paying the water bill. I'm paying the rent. I'm paying the power. I'm buying all the food. And she don't even got no job like that. So the first time you get some money, I give you, and it's been a couple of females, you know what I'm saying? A couple of females. I give them some money and they just blow it. Oh, Jehosa, I went to the casino. Oh, Jehosa, I just had to have this dress. Oh, Jehosa, I bought this weed. Oh, Jehosa, I went out this and this. And I'm like, that's an indicator. You know what I'm saying? To tell me if you're responsible. But back to the story. This right here ain't going to work.
My son isn't welcome in this house. Then you and your daughters need to pack your things and leave. I built this house with my own money, and no one will ever make my son feel like he doesn't belong in his own home. Why is
Forgot Ada's plate.
She's old enough to serve herself.
Good night, everyone. Good night, my daughter. Why do you keep treating Ada this way?
Because she is not my daughter.
You promised to love her when you married me.
Brother is wrong for that. I know I'm just giving you, I got one more dramatization that I want, but brother is wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Why you gonna pick that woman, and then don't love her child? All the women that I messed with and they had children, I treated them no different. Don't get me wrong. I didn't neglect my children because I tried to blend the families together. But I sit up there and I looked at those children as if they were my own. So anything that I would do for my children, I naturally just did it for them and love them. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm not going to sit up here and be the most coldest, most evilest man to a child. Why? I remember having a stepmother and a stepfather, and they did horrible things to me. You know what I'm saying? Did they scar me? I can't say they scarred me, because I don't treat other children that way. So they didn't scar me, but they mentally hit me up to where I think about them sometimes and some of the cruel, evil things that they did to me. If you choose a woman or you choose a man, sister, you choose that man, you're going to have to love them children. It'll be unfair, but so many people are unfair. I don't have to love them. I ain't got my damn kids.
I married you, not your daughter.
One day, things will surely get better. I believe.
Ada, don't mind Dad. I believe in you.
Thank you, Jason. Never stop believing in yourself, my daughter. I won't, Mom. Good morning, sir. I found a scholarship program. I know you can do it. Ada's final tuition payment is due next week.
That's your responsibility.
I'll find a way, my daughter. Don't worry, Mom. I'll keep fighting for my future.
Congratulations, son. You've earned this.
Thank you so much, Dad.
You bought Jason a new car today?
Yes, Jason is my son.
Ada has always respected you. Mom, I got the scholarship. Thank you, God.
Now, you know what's going to happen, because I know this is just a dramatization and I'm just using AI models. I understand that. But if this was a real story, you know what is going to happen, right? That man down the road in his life is going to need that younger girl to do things, take care of paperwork, make sure people not cheating him out of his money, help him in his elderly years. And he just signed the contract. And then his real kids probably won't be there for him like that.
You put your hands on my son. You may be my husband, but you are not his father. If he needs to be disciplined, you let me handle it.
He disrespected me in my home, and as long as I pay the bills, put a roof over his head, and clothe him, I should be able to discipline him. If there is a problem, he can go live with his dad.
Did you put your hand?
I still stay firmly on what I'm telling my brothers and my sisters out there in the world. If you take on the responsibilities of another man's children, you should not physically harm them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to scar them even more than what they already scarred. They already missing a parent. You know what I'm saying? It goes on both sides. The woman, is you going to be over there, sister? You going to be over there evil to that man's children like that? Or are you going to love them? I'll never forget what my stepmother told me. She told me if I told anybody of what she does to me, she would kill my mother. I believed her when she told me that. Do you understand that? So how horrible is this woman? You know what I'm saying? How horrible is this woman to where she'd tell a 7-year-old boy, if you tell anybody of the things that I do to you, I will kill your mother. So I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? That kind of scarred me, you know what I'm saying? Because I believed her. Okay. Don't put your hands on the children. Please don't do that. Listen to your brother Jehoshaphat Israel. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, to my brothers out there, we're gonna weigh our pros and we're gonna weigh our cons. When we look at, I want to hear from all your brothers. Remember, I brought the whole army with me. I want to hear from all your brothers and what they are saying about being a stepfather. Now, I'm not going to take no tally. I'm not going to write anything down this time. I just want you to listen to what your brothers are saying, because I'm not passing judgment on what they saying. I just want you to hear them out. I think 11 is a good number, so I'm going to use 11 of my brothers and what they saying. Let's go all the way back.
Kids that's not theirs and not taking care of their own kids make my stomach hurt. Because I've always wondered what's your hidden agenda behind that. How could...
Now, you probably missed off what he said in the beginning. He said he is utterly disgusted at a man that would sit up there and raise somebody else's children, but neglect his children the whole time. And that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. You get with this woman and now, she has kids and you doing better for her kids than you doing for your own kids. That is sad. Go ahead, brother. My bad. Go ahead, brother.
Could you do for somebody else's kid, but not do for your own? How could you do for somebody else's kid, but not pour into your own? How could you lock in with somebody else's kid, but not lock in with your own? Maybe I'm bugging. And if I'm bugging, put it in the comments. If I'm not bugging, we gonna chop it in the comments. But from my point of view, I'm seeing a lot of these baby daddies be stepdaddy of the year, but worst father of the decade when it comes down to their kids. Worst father of the century when it comes down to their kids. But to them other kids, you played hero. To them other kids, you was 24/7 daddy. For them other kids, you always had love. But for your son, for your daughter, you never came through. For your son, for your daughter, you're MIA. For your son, for your daughter, you're nowhere around. For your son, for your daughter, you don't come through. Maybe I'm bugging when I'm saying this, but a lot of you baby...
No, brother, you ain't bugging. You're not bugging at all.
Daddies out here wearing stepdaddy of the year, but worst father of the lifetime when it comes down to your sons, your daughters. But you'll win stepdaddy of the year when it comes down to her son or her daughter. And when I say her, I mean the people that you're talking to that you didn't have these kids. Like, these are not your kids, these are another man's kids. My question to the world is, why is it that you men will do more and better as a step-in parent for someone else's kids than your own kids? I'm just curious. I'm asking just for me. I'm curious. Because it makes my stomach hurt when I see a lot of these man boys out here give more time, energy, and effort to the next lady's kids over their kids. Does that make sense to anybody? Gold loves kids. I love the kids. But I think genuinely, as a parent, you should be dedicated to loving your babies. You should always pour into your babies. I think that'd be the craziest thing in the world. If you're saying, okay, well, I'm not locked in with my babies, but I'm locked in with your babies. That's not a red flag to know.
It don't make no sense, right, brother? Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show. So what did our brother Gold say? He said that don't neglect your children for somebody else's children. Why not have an equal balance in your parenting, your father's skills, by just loving all of them? That's how I did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just say, oh, kids, we going to the water park, but I'm not fit to take her kids. That don't make no damn sense. Hey, kids, we all going to the water park. Hey, kids, we all going to the park. We all going to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it might. We all sitting down and watching this movie. What it is, The Mask Part 1, we all sitting down. We going to watch this movie and enjoy ourselves. Brother, thank you for coming to the show today. Thank you for coming to the show today.
And raising another black man's children. What is there something wrong with that? Is there like, should black men be looking for that type of dynamic in a relationship?
At the surface level, it shouldn't be like that. There shouldn't be no such thing as a stepfather, because a stepfather means you're stepping in for a man that's not there. But because we have broken homes, that's the norm. You meet a woman with kids, you don't frown upon it because your mama, you start thinking about your mama, your sister, or this is just the culture of black people, but that's not the way that it's supposed to be. The only bad part comes when you try to be the father. You can't be a father. You can be a brother. You can be somebody that teaches them, shows them things, but you can't be like, hey, I'm your new daddy. You can't do that because he has a daddy.
And that's what the ladies, that's what they tried to do to me. They was all like, well, I'm going to have them start calling you daddy. Hold on, lady. I'm not that. The same thing that my brother is saying, that's the same thing that I told the ladies. I was all like, no, they can look at me like a big brother or something, but I can't be their father because they already have a father. You know what I'm saying? I would never step on another man's toes like that with his children. Believe me, I've been through some things. You know what I'm saying? I've been through some things as a child and as an adult. And I would never want to disrespect another man and his child. So I understand, because that's the same thing I told the chicks.
So you got to know when you going in here, you got to look at him like you would raise a brother. Now, if you decide to take the mantle of saying, I'm going to step in and be anything, you got to go in there knowing that you're not that kid's father. You can't act like that kid's father. And nor should you try to get rid of that kid's father. If you got an issue with being jealous, let's say, because that mother might have to communicate with that kid's father. And if you got an issue with that, you shouldn't get with that woman either. There's a lot that men should think about before they become what the world calls a stepfather.
Thank you, brother, for coming to the show today. Thank you, brother, my fellow Hebrew brother. Now, what I will add to it is I cannot believe that from these last 7 years, out of all the women that I talked to, half of the women will not mess with a man that has children. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that come out the sister mouth. Jehosa, ooh, I like you. Ooh, you strong. Ooh, you smart. Ooh, you intelligent. You honorable. I like that. I like it. Oh, I like you, Jehosa. Jehosa, how many children do you have? And as soon as I tell the girl how many children I have, she be like, ooh, I'm cool. Ooh, I'm all right. Never mind. And then I'm looking at it like, okay, my children are grown people. You know what I'm saying? They're grown people. They take care of themselves. What is the issue? But I learned a lot of our sisters, they will not date. They can look at the outside appearance of that man. They can look at his good qualities that he possesses, and they can they can desire those things like that. But when it comes to that man having children, it's a small, no, I can't even say small, because all I talk to is sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to no other race of women no more. You know what I'm saying? I talk just solely to sisters. And about 50% of them will not mess with a man that has multiple children and multiple baby mamas.
Ain't nowhere around it. So
Hold up. Let's go all the way back. My bad. I got to hear what he say.
Everybody gonna be a stepdaddy, man. That's just what the fuck it is, cause
Everybody, OG? Everybody's going to be a stepdaddy at one point. He ain't playing either. Everybody's going to be a stepdaddy. So you really got to think about it. Now, me personally, my brothers, are you listening? Y'all can protest. Y'all can say whatever the hell you want to say. It depends how fine that woman is. If that woman is super bad, if she look really, really, really good, them children, you will not be in your mind like that. That woman is going to be on your mind, but you still got to accept that woman's children.
Any woman that you mess with got some more kids that ain't by you, you gonna be a stepdad if you fuck with that woman. That's just what the fuck it is. Ain't nowhere around it. So my thing is this right here, man. I'm gonna be a stepdad as long as I'm fucking the mama. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm fucking that woman, all the kids come with the woman. That's just what the fuck it is. But if I'm fucking that woman, man, shit, I ain't got no problem being stepdad to the kid, because I'm fucking the mama. And I know as long as I'm fucking the mama and we fucking, I'm gonna be a stepdad or whatever the fuck, I'm gonna do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm keeping a mental note. So we have 2 yays and 1 nay so far.
Fucking the mama, that's all matter. That's why I say everybody stepdad all over the world. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's just what the fuck it is. But my thing is, that's how I feel. I'm only gonna be a stepdad as long as I'm fucking the mama. When I stop fucking the mama, I ain't stepdad no more. That shit over with. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking no more, somebody else fucking her. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no me being stepdad no more. He got to be stepdad now. He fucking her. So that's how I go. Whoever fucking the woman now, that's who gonna be stepdad to them kids. That's just what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But I know people, you know, want to make a big thing out of, oh, you doing something for somebody else's kids, and you ain't doing it for your kids.
It's sad because I had to teach the woman, I had to teach her, because she really didn't know like that. I said, when you meet a man, you just don't automatically have that man come over to your house and meet your children. You have to make him work for it. He has to earn it. He has to do certain things. So all the women that I mess with, I had to sit them down and tell them, hey, You welcome in my house. You know, you can come through anytime you want, anytime you need a little break. And the majority of them, they come to my house and they be like, "Ooh, I like it over here. It's so quiet. Ooh, it's good serenity. I can go run away from my kids." So a lot of women ran to my house to run away from their own kids and their own problems. I understand. But if you have a man come to your house, you have to give him some time. You can't be out here being like a little Jezebel. You can't be that Jezebel. You can't. Oh, I'm just thinking about having sex, and then you have all these men coming around your children. You want to scar your children? Have a lot of different arranged men just coming popping up at your house like that. And then the relationships don't last. If that man truly loves you, he's going to wait for you. He gonna do whatever it is that he has to do to make it work.
So what, bitch? You know what I'm saying? That's just how life works. You know what I'm saying? You doing something for all the other men you used to mess with for their kids. So what the fuck going on? You know what I'm talking about? We make something that, you know what I'm saying? We already know what we got going on out here. We already know how this shit go, and we'll make it like we just so dumb, like it ain't never happened. Get the fuck out of here. So everybody still dead. So what?
Thank you, big brother, for coming to the show today. I can't play the rest of what you're saying because it's all about advertisements, and I don't want our kids smoking weed, so I gotta clip you. Next time you do a show, take out the weed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still advertising. These young people, their minds are so impressionable. It says fully that they're not really. The Bible says that a young person only has a consensus. Grown people like you and me, we have a conscience. We know what we're doing. God said they only have a consensus, so they really don't think like that. Their minds are not developed the way that our mind is developed until they 21 to 25 years old. So when you do videos and stuff, and now I'm not knocking you, brother. I'm not knocking you, but this is the reason why I can't play out, because I don't advertise that stuff. I'm not going to condemn it. I'm not going to say, "Oh, you wrong for smoking weed," blah, blah, blah. Your brother Israel, I ain't never said no stuff like that. I said in my past, don't let the weed control you. Don't let the weed spin your life. But that's besides from the fact. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. That's the reason why I can't play you out, because you smoking marijuana, you smoking a blunt, and we got topic, and you good for the subject matter. It's just the fact that you got the blunt in the background, and I don't want to advertise that stuff to our youth. Big brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. We understand what you said. We understand. Okay, let's go all the way back.
So my question to you will be, why would I shrink my dating pool?
Cause you don't want to be around.
Why would I shrink my dating pool?
You got kids?
Yes, I do. I got kids. Hold on. But I'm not looking for a mom. I'm not looking for a mom for my kids.
Oh, there you go, right there. See, that's the key piece. See, these women looking for a daddy. They just don't want to say it. He said, I got kids, but I don't look for a mom for my kids. I'm not looking for a woman to step into a mommy dearest role for my kids. But see, these women, they want a daddy for their kids. And really what they want.
You see the difference? My sisters, because I already seen the demographics. Y'all be watching, y'all be listening to, y'all come over to, y'all come check your brother out. I see you. You see the difference between a man and a woman? All them women that I was messing with that had all them children like that, it was cool that she had children, but my kids have their mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to replace their mama. They need their mama in their life. This is the difference between, now am I saying that the women are wrong for that? No, they're not wrong for that. But it is a difference in between a man and a woman and what we're looking for in this relationship game, this greater scheme of thing that we're all wrapped up in. Big brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Please continue.
They want a daddy without the authority, a daddy without the rights. This is the reason why a lot of guys rightly be like, whoa, your kids, that's a whole nother thing, because you got legal issues to deal with. You got jurisdictional rules to deal with. Nah, man, this ain't a charity. Get with me when you can find some concentrate on you time. Brothers, y'all need to go and listen to that song if you don't know what I'm talking about. Back in the day, LTD, Jeffrey Osborne, this when he was with LTD, he had a song called Concentrate on You. Go listen to that song. You know, that tells me I'm old school, right? Go back and listen to that song. Concentrate on you. I refuse to apologize for wanting the sister to concentrate on me. Goddamn right. Let's get back to the tape.
I'm not looking for a mom for my kids, and I'm not looking for her to take care of my kids.
Big bro, I don't want to run out of time, but thank you for coming to the show tonight. All the key points that you had said, we're listening. You know what I'm saying? We're up to 3 yays, 2 nays.
As a bonus dad, you know, you kind of walk on eggshells because you're stuck in between. Am I in a position to discipline them because I'm taking care of them? Because your dad is alive and well, and your mother is here. So now it's just like, are the biological parents going to communicate in order to do disciplinary? Because one thing about me is that I'm not going to negotiate my respect in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? My job as a father is to protect, provide, and educate. That's my job as a father.
I think you're a real man because you're raising another dude's kid. You're not a real man, you're a come-up. All the real men started families, they ain't joined families. Being a stepdad doesn't make you a real man, bro. You got tricked. You bought a pre-owned car for a brand new price and you want me to acknowledge you as a real man. You done lost your mind. So you think you're...
So what is our brother saying? You know what I'm saying? He is saying, and I can't argue with our brother. It's best to try to start your own family first before you try to integrate yourself into another family. But men who have already started families, I think that they're the perfect candidates because they're already fathers. But what is our brother saying? Before you try to take on new responsibilities, maybe you need to start your own family. Brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Those were some good points that you had made. Thank you for coming to the show tonight.
Man wants to put himself in a situation where he will have to give everything: love, money, time, and energy, and never truly be accepted. And the sad truth is, some men feel like stepfather are only important when they are bills that needs to be paid. Some man wants to put himself in a situation where he will have to give everything: love, money, time, and energy.
So what is our African brother saying? He's saying you're going to give up all that you have and all of your qualities and all the things you possess. Okay, we got that. But what do you get on the other side? She got it. Okay, you want to pursue that woman, right? But what are the good attributes that she has that you can siphon from? Just by her being in your life, she should have things about herself that she naturally do that it makes your life better. So if you're not getting that, then there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You putting up your best, but what about her best? Because both of y'all got to receive something out of it. You know what I'm saying? It cannot be a one-way street. You putting in the time, the effort, the love, the money, the protection, all of those things, and then flip it. What is she doing for you? You know what I'm saying? She has to be able to do a lot of different things for you besides from stressing you out and giving you a headache. Brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight.
You're raising another man's child? That's mental illness.
Have you ever tried to do that?
That's crazy. I've done that.
Oh, you've done? Okay, speaking from experience. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
It's mental illness. It's really one of the worst things you can do.
Raising another man's child is mental illness.
It's mental illness.
Explain,
because
please.
you raise.
Now, I would have to disagree with our comedian brother. I would have to disagree with him on that standpoint because everybody needs love. Children need love, the woman needs love, the man needs love. So, okay, is he coming into the relationship trying to be their father? Then I would call that probably a mental illness. But I can't call a man that's assuming children, now he got responsibilities with this woman as a mental illness. I can't see that. But just like the previous brother that was saying, she still got to be able to add something great to that man for his great sacrifice. But I'm sorry, brother, go ahead and continue.
This is something that don't belong to you. That's some horrible shit to pretend. That's like a gay man who wants to be a woman, or a woman who wants to be a man. You're pretending to be something that's not natural. And nobody talks about it in our community. Men think that's what they should do. And you know what happens? Financial fucking debt. And then when your money is out, the pressure that's on you, the stress, you end up dying early. And you out of here.
I've seen the stories of the men. Okay, they marry the woman and then they have kids. And then the woman wanted divorce and she takes his kids with her. Damn, what kind of, to really hurt that man, you know what I'm saying? To really hurt that man, she like, nah, I want 50, I'm his stepmama. I want 50% custody of that child. And that man has to relinquish his child to a woman that is not his biological mother. So this is a topic. This is something that needs to be discussed. It's nothing wrong. Me personally, I'm telling you, ain't nothing wrong with being a stepfather. It ain't. But are you getting something out of it? Are you respected by those children? Is the woman listening to your orders in the house? Because, okay, you can't physically do anything to them children, but whatever you tell that woman, she better make sure that those children are doing whatever you said. And that's how you'll keep the power structure of you as the man in that house. I don't want you physically hurting any child. Goes on both sides, women and men. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you doing that. But far as in your final say and your laws, your rules in that house, that child better respect that. That child better honor that. Better. You know what I'm saying? I can say whatever I want about my step parents, but the things that I'm telling you are the truth. You know what I'm saying? Are the absolute truth. Now, I only had one fallout with my stepdad, but he was a good man. You know what I'm saying? He was a good man to me. I didn't see all the dirt that he was doing, you know what I'm saying, on the other side, because I was too young to understand what the heck was going on. But I only had one fallout. And the only reason why it's an age old saying, you know what I'm saying? This is what I told him. You're not my daddy. We fell out after that. You know what I'm saying? We fell out after that. And even though I was a little bit older at the time, we still fell out because of what I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first thing a child is going to say to the mother or the father. So you got to prepare yourselves for the hurt and the pain. When I said, you not my daddy, it broke his heart for all the sacrifice that man put into me. All the long time, the stories that he told me, taking me out on the lawn service, us cutting grass, making money, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. So you have to put it in your own self that when that child get mad at you, that's the first thing that they gonna say. You not my mama. You not my daddy. The love can still be there in the child, but they still gonna retaliate and lash out because they still missing their real parent, their real father or real mother, because that's the only reason why those words came out of my mouth, because I was missing my father. I ain't seen my father, and you know how our sisters can be at certain times.
Yeah. And don't nobody give a fuck. And the kids will love you. Yeah, you're a good person. But there's not strength. You ever notice that you can be a stepfather and the dad is birth father ain't shit, but they still love that motherfucker like he paid the rent.
Right.
It's still an
groceries in the house.
It's still emotional.
They still show love to dad.
Because that's their daddy.
Exactly. No matter what. Why should you go through that?
So I get what he's saying. We're up to 5 nays and 5 yays. So it's an even split right down the middle. But our brother right here, I get what he's saying. You have to mentally get ready for the rejection from the children, from you not being, and it affects women too, you not being their biological father or mother. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, you could put in the time, the effort, pay all the bills, be there, teach them how to ride a bike, and they will always have love for their father. So even though you putting in the great work for that child, they gonna look at their father or mother like they did it. So if you assume this position, you have to automatically be ready for that. If you can't handle that, don't mess with women that have children. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to become a stepmother or a stepfather if you can't accept that harsh reality of dealing with the adolescents, the children. Brother, thank you for coming to the show, because you still drop gems and you still drop knowledge, even though I don't disagree with the first thing that you said. What was the first thing that you said?
Other man's child, that's mental illness.
Have you ever tried to do that?
I don't think so. I don't think that it's a mental illness. But brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. I got one more speaker and we're going to go ahead and end it for the night, because I've been carrying on for about 40 minutes or so, and I don't want to waste that too much time. I told you 40 to 45 minutes. I'm right on schedule. I'm right on time. I hope you enjoyed the show for the night. I hope I gave you some food for thought. If you're deciding to be a stepmother or a stepfather, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know what comes with it. And if you're not getting nothing out of it, what was the purpose in the beginning? Okay, we got our last speaker. We have our last speaker for the night.
I want to address in terms of like the whole stepfather thing. There's been a big deal made about that. You know, I feel as men, you know, we're not responsible for our own blood, you know, sons and daughters. I feel we're also responsible for our community. That's a personal belief I have. Like, I believe that we do have a responsibility to a community, the people that we live around, you know, our larger families, our neighbors, et cetera. And so what that means.
And we do. We actually do. We should care about our community and the people that are in it. These children in this community come up to me, and if I can help them, I'm going to help them. You know what I'm saying? They, hey, mister, you know what I'm saying? They stop me and be talking to me and tell me something or ask for some help. And I'm going to help them as if they were my own children. If they were my little cousin, if they was my little brother, if they was my little nephew or my little niece. So yes, wherever you live, you are tied to those people in your community. If you have a soul, if you don't have a heart, you're only going to care about yourself.
Means is, you know, the idea of you taking care of someone else's child, you know, has been looked down upon recently because of the red pill stuff that the men are talking.
Nah, it's these ratchet baby mamas. That's what, okay, it falls on a ratchet ass baby daddy and a ratchet ass baby mama.
About. But really, there's no issue in that. Actually, it's a noble thing to step up and to take care of as many kids as you want.
I agree, brother. Please continue.
Or whatever. One of the issues I saw, I think, Deontay Wilder is a boxer. And he talked about how his ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever and her son, he put them in his will. And the son came out later and said, you know, you're not my father. You see what I'm saying? Like, what you got?
I remember that. And he took him out of the he put him out of it. As soon as he said that, you know what I'm saying? He just changed his will up. Was he wrong for that? I don't think he was wrong for that. But if you assume another man's child or another woman's child, you got to already know that it's a disdain from a child to a stepfather, because they already pissed off that their parents can't make it. They didn't make it. They already pissed off that they don't get to see their mama or their daddy every single day with their mama or their daddy, the ones that they love. So they already have a disdain on you. That's what I'm saying to you. You gotta mentally prepare for that. If you're not man enough to handle something like that, then this is not for you. I'm not knocking any of my brothers, because they have their reasons on why they said what they said. Just like I'm their brother and I said some things, I have my reasons on why I said what I said. Live life experience.
And this is the difference between manhood and like these grown boys, right? If I'm the adult, if I'm the father or the stepfather or whatever it is, right? I understand going into that job that I'm probably not going to be appreciated. And there's a number of reasons for that. One, the young man I'm taking care of, the boy I'm taking care of, he probably misses his father, number one, his biological father. Number two, that same boy is probably angry at his mother for the fact that her and his father didn't work out, that he's even in a situation.
Didn't I just say that? I didn't play this. Okay, I select the videos. I don't listen to them all the way out until I make the video. I'm listening to whatever he's saying. I'm listening to it all the way out for the first time, just like you are. Now, didn't I just say that? You know what I'm saying? When I make these videos like that, I don't watch them all the way through. I just select what I need for the video. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I need for the video. I don't listen to it all the way through. But didn't I just say that?
Where he needs a stepfather. You see what I'm saying? Number three, you know, it's going to be hard for him to understand life. You're talking about like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old. These are individuals who their brains haven't even developed yet. They don't understand anything about relationships and dating and the real world. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going to really get it till they're in their late 30s.
That's why God say that they have a consensus. They don't understand the way that we do. We have a conscience. That's the difference between an adult and a child. We're conscious on all our decisions that we make. Children, they make a decision, and then whatever happens, then they learn from it not to do that again. Consensus.
In 40s. They're not going to really be able to appreciate. And the other thing too, I just want to address.
Brother, thank you for all the gems of knowledge that you dropped on your brothers earlier to right now. We so appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. Peace and blessings be to your night. I hope my brothers and my sisters that I have illuminated something to you. I hope in the show of the sit down in the house that God has made that you have carried and grown a new nuance on being a stepfather or being a stepmother, even though we really didn't bring no women into this. Maybe I need to come back on a later date with stepmothers. My full focus is on the fathers, because a lot of women really don't want to be they ain't gonna sign up to be no damn stepmama like that. What I tell you, the sisters told me, you have children, I'm cool, Jehosa. Brother, thank you for coming to the show tonight. Peace and blessings be to your night. Glory. See, look at that. I'm already running out of time. You see how I'm running out of time, but I'm on time. I ran out of time right on the right time. Okay. Peace and blessings to your night. Glory to the eternal living God. But until next time, my brothers and my sisters, until next time, glory be to God.
My dad, my father.
My bad. Let me take it back. My bad.
Dear dad. Man, where do I start? I love you with everything in me. My dad, my father, my OG, my mentor. Man, you everything to me, but my guy and my mother. I thank God that you met my mom and did not give up on her or me. It takes a different kind of man to accept the responsibility that you did. You came into my life when I was wanting some change. If it was not for you, I promise you, I either be in jail or dead. You saved my mother and blessed me with a happy life and for the best siblings I had. Since day one, never left side. Even when I got up, never gave up on me. The next part, I just say a few words. It's a lot of, it's like tight, but it's a lot of stuff that I just can't put into words.